Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are going to go over a small tattoo, a little how-to tutorial on how to pull straight lines, also color difficulties when you are tattooing smaller tattoos, and brighter blues. Right now I am stenciling everything out, getting everything ready for today's tattoo. Done with my stencil, and I am going to turn the hue and saturation down so I can print out a perfect stencil and run it through the Thermofix. Now that we're going to get the skin all prepped, shaved up, ready to go, we are going to apply the stencil solution. The kind I use actually cleans the skin as well while you do it, so get it all over the place and get ready to put the stencil on. Okay, now that we're applying the stencil, I always make sure I try to get it first try, first spot. Always ask your client where they want it. Make sure when you do, put it on, apply pressure, try to get every nook and cranny in there so you can get it first try, perfect stick. Oh, that's my favorite part. I love a good stick right there. Okay, we're gonna start with the lines. If you see what I'm doing here, I'm actually going to use my thumb against my index finger to pull a line that helps stabilize my hand. Right now I'm using a 7-round liner tight, and I am always pulling down. I like doing that better than pushing up. The reason being is because the needle drags along the bottom of the tube, giving me a straighter, sturdier line. Every time before I go in with the needle, I like to rub a little bit of A&D on there. It actually helps the needle glide through the skin, and it actually puddles the ink on top of the skin as well, so you don't get ink blowout all over your tattoo. Since I am left-handed, I am starting left to right. On bigger tattoos, I start from the bottom up. Since this tattoo is so small, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really going to smear the stencil away, so I'm not really worried about it. If you're right-handed, do the opposite. Okay, since the outline is all done now, I'm actually going to start putting in the blue. I'm going to use an 11-round shader for this right now to pack in the little tight areas right there. Turn your machine down just a little bit because blue, brighter colors in general, it's a little bit different to get in the skin. You want to try to get it in first pass, not overwork the skin, because if you overwork the skin, you're going to get a lot of plasma, a lot of blood, and tearing could happen. So be cautious and do it slow. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a 13 round mag, and I'm going to go corners out. And remember, since I'm using brighter colors, the plasma is going to build up when I wipe away. It's going to look bright right there, but over time in the session, it's going to look a little darker. Don't worry, this is normal. When it heals, it will be that same bright color. Also, I do recommend while you're tattooing to give the skin a break. Apply A&D, let it bleed out a little bit, so at the end of the session it looks brighter too for a good picture. So what I'm doing now is I dip the blue into a white and I'm blending it. So I like to do it over darker colors with lighter colors. It blends a little bit better for me. This is personal preference. A lot of people do it the opposite way, but this is just how I like to do it. I know it's kind of hard to tell the different tones right now because all the plasma, but trust me, it'll work out. And here we go again, going in with another lighter tone, corners out technique. Just barely brushing it in, using the corner of the mag. So now I'm going in with my lighter blues. I'm going to use a circle motion, pulling upwards and downwards, trying to push that needle into the skin from the tip of the cartridge. Wipe away, you can see how bright it is. Plasma starts building. The skin's kind of getting a little irritated now, just because we've been working on it for about 30-40 minutes now. A little bit of wiping. Make sure your paper towel is wet when you wipe. It doesn't irritate the skin as much. Okay, now we're going to go with our lightest color besides white. I actually made this color myself. I mixed pink and purple together to get this nice tone. Okay, we let the skin bleed out for a little bit, put the ointment on there. Now we're gonna go in with the white highlights. Very important for small tattoos if you wanna get a good detail in there. I did put white in the eyes first. I'm actually gonna go over it again after I let it bleed out, because the eyes is what draws other people's eyes to the tattoo, if that makes any sense. Okay, we let it bleed out, and here's the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, smash subscribe button. Go ahead and like it, share it with a friend. Thank you guys.